Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. One step closer. Events unfolding today suggest that it may be only a few months before the Society of St. Pius X reconciles with the Catholic Church. Catholic News Service reports the Congregation of the Doctrine of Faith has given the Society a, quote, doctrinal preamble, which is expected to be signed within the next couple of months. Amidst discussion over what is being called a canonical solution, Father Federico Lombardi, spokesman for the Holy Father, says, quote, today the most likely solution would be a personal prelature, end quote. The preamble also leaves room for discussion about, quote, individual expressions or formulations present in the documents of the Second Vatican Council. Pavone Put Away. Father Frank Pavone, the well-known abortion opponent and international leader of the pro-life organization Priests for Life, is suspended from his active ministry and is being recalled to Texas by his bishop. Though his faculties are still intact, Catholic News Service reports the sudden move by Amarillo Bishop Patrick Zurich is a result of his, quote, deep concern over Father Pavone's stewardship of the organization. Bishop Zurich says, quote, the PFL has become a business that is quite lucrative, which provides Father Pavone with financial independence from all legitimate ecclesiastical oversight, end quote. However, Father Pavone clarifies that 21 bishops and cardinals sitting on the organization's advisory board receive financial reports on a regular basis. You can receive Father Pavone's and Bishop Zurich's statements on our resource page by clicking the link right over here. Deepening Scandal. As the storm of scandal and court cases surrounds the founder of the Legionnaires of Christ, his illegitimate son has now stepped forward to accuse him of sexual abuse. Jose Raul Gonzalez Lara, the illegitimate son of Marcial Maciel Delgado, claims his father abused him when he was 7 and 8 years old and is demanding restitution through the State Court of Connecticut. The Vatican Insider reports Lara is employing a law firm that has won millions of dollars in suits against the Church in America, and part of their case involves accusing the Vatican of covering up Father Maciel's pedophile tendencies, even though he was living under an alias in a foreign country. Maciel originally faced 12 charges, 7 involving the Legion, 5 others involving his own economic assets. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
Shunning Sharia. Muslim law is being purged from courtrooms across the country as state governments batten down the hatches after the 10th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. Blaze.com says the state of Oklahoma is fighting the ACLU and the Council on American Islamic Relations, or the CAIR, in federal appellate court over banning considerations of Sharia law in making state court decisions. It is worth noting that the CAIR is currently blacklisted by the FBI for ties to Hamas terrorists. Meanwhile, the American Islamic Leadership Conference has expressed its support for a proposed law in Michigan that would prevent state judges from utilizing foreign law, including Sharia law, condemning so-called extremist groups like the Muslim Brotherhood. There are currently 20 states examining laws that would ban Sharia from courtroom considerations. Cut to fit faith. Customization and convenience are endangering the traditional notion of religion and creating one-person religions. USA Today reports that according to Lifeway research, a whopping 62% of Protestant pastors say the importance attached to being a member of a particular denomination will diminish over the next 10 years. Sociologist and author Robert Bella says so-called gender, race, or sexuality prejudices are harder to hold on to with the growing individual religion mentality, but he adds that it fosters hostility toward organized groups like government, industry, and religion. In 1991, 24% of Americans did not attend church. Now, 20 years later, 37% of people in this country leave the pews empty. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure to check out The Vortex today, where Michael clarifies the difference between the faith of Catholics and all the rest. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tell all your friends about us. And as always, God bless.